Walls can have multiple skins representing the real structure, including the load-bearing structures, insulation, and finishing. Out of the box, ArchiCAD contains a set of fills and composites, but now we will create our own composite structure representing the exterior wall of the building. The necessary skin order from outside to inside is 10 cm white brick finish, 10 cm rigid insulation, 25 cm masonry block, 2 cm plaster. The white brick material does not exist by default, so we will have to create it ourselves. Go to Options, Element Attributes, Building Materials. In the upcoming dialog on the left, you can see the list of the building materials used in the project. Each material is simulating a real material and has a so-called intersection priority setting. These priority settings will control how our junctions will appear later when two constructions collide. The higher priority a material has, the more important it will be in a junction. On the right, you can assign cut fills to the materials for 2D representation and surfaces for 3D. You can see a preview list of these settings in front of the building material name in the list as well. Select an existing material, brick finish, and click New on the bottom. Set the name Brick Finish White and click OK. Change the cut fill pen color to 161 and surface to brick white. Click OK to close the dialog. Open Options, Element Attributes, Composites. Select an existing composite which best fits the needed skin structure. For example, 215 block insulated cavity plastered. Click Duplicate. And set a new descriptive name, such as Exterior Wall 1. In the future, you may use a different naming logic. Click OK. To change the skin structure, click the skins in the preview image or in the list of skins. The settings appear in the Edit Skin and Line Structure panel. Make the following changes. Select the brick skin and change its building material to Brick Finish White by pressing the arrow button next to the skin name and selecting it. Delete the airspace skin by selecting it and clicking on the Remove Skin button. Set the skin thickness of insulation material hard to 0.1. Change the concrete block structural skin to masonry block structural and its thickness to 0.25. Change the thickness of the plaster gypsum to 0.02. Note that composites can also be assigned to other structures, like slabs and shells. This particular structure is typical for walls, but by clicking on the icons, you can assign the composites to other building structures too. Later on, the composite structure will appear in the settings dialog of the assigned element types only. Composite skins may represent different structural functions, like load-bearing, finishing, or others. You can set this up by skin to skin in the Edit Skin and Line Structure panel. Click OK. Now let's define the wall settings. Switch to Navigator, Project Map, Zero Ground Floor, and deselect the mesh if still selected. Activate the Wall tool and open its Settings dialog. Set the wall settings as follows. Set the wall top linked to second story. Enter 1.00 meter value as top offset to top-linked story. This function will make sure that the wall height automatically follows story height changes. The wall will model both the ground floor and the first floor walls. Set the bottom offset to ground floor. Enter minus 0.10 meters for the offset value, because it will start on top of the foundation structure that we will model later. With the composite structure selected, choose the exterior wall 1 composite. Set the reference line to core inside. Open the Tags and Categories panel. The information you set here can be used both in internal schedules and elements searches, as well as in collaboration with engineers who use their own 3D applications. If you later save the file in IFC format, the engineering application will use this information to recognize the architectural elements only. Set the tags as displayed on the screen. And click the Manage IFC Properties line to enable the same button. Click on it. Click Apply Predefined Rule to select from the predefined standard rules. Select GSA Building Elements Omni class. And type Exterior Wall in the search field. Click the Search button on the right. Select Exterior Walls in the result list and click Apply. Click OK to close both dialogues. Select the rectangular geometry method in the info box and click the 2 marked points to create the walls. For this action, it is highly recommended to turn off the grid display by using the View Grid Display command, because the grid lines and the dashed lines we need cover each other. Later, we can turn the grid on again. When drawing the line of a wall, after the first click, a heavy black line follows the cursor like a rubber band. This line is the reference line for the wall, and the width of the wall is measured from this reference line. The reference line is used to connect walls smoothly and helps locate the walls with the cursor. Press the Ctrl and F5 keys to open the 3D window to see the result. Zoom in and use the Orbit command until you can see the interior.